Welcome into Chatt It Up Sports. The boys are back on a feel-good Friday. The Core Four is here, and I am very excited about this weekend, boys. Very excited, young Malcolm Harris.
Yes, sir, in the building.
Congratulations on your first newsletter.
Hey, thank you.
With What the Truck.
Yes, sir.
Joseph, I know we were just talking about this, but this is going to be a great weekend, and next weekend is just going to be unbelievable for the football world. We're going to talk a little bit of spring window gone for college football and the transfer portal. Got a little bit of backup quarterback talk in the NFL and plenty more on the birthdays front from Malcolm Harris. But first, Joseph, hit that theme music. That theme music never gets old. Not gonna lie to you guys, kind of hits. Kind of hits.
I love the intro.
It's
I
great.
Really love our intro.
Yeah, thank you for my wonderful man. I think he is from.
Thank you, Fiverr.
Yeah, Fiverr. I believe he's from India. No, he's from Pakistan. He's Pakistan.
Hey,
Appreciate you, brother.
shout out
Yeah.
to you, brother.
Appreciate you, big dog. We worked on a lot of edits. He was very, very kind. The Fiverr people have been wonderful. I don't care
Yeah.
where you're from. Those people over there, they are so kind.
We'll
They're
get
like,
it done.
hey, dude, you are a guy in Chattanooga, Tennessee, just trying to make a video, and you have 1,900 edits. I was like, hey, man, I just want to get this thing right. We got one shot. So we did it, and he did it. He was so kind. He didn't even question me. He's like, hey, man, he never gave me the whole, can we not do one more? It's pretty good. I'm like, nah, one more. Just give me one more chance. And he did it. Didn't question it. He was just the man. So there's your Fiverr free ad. Boys, Core 4 this week's great.
It's lovely. Can I just say something real quick?
Yes, please.
All right. It's bullshit I didn't go undefeated last week. And I just want to put it out there for everybody to know. Like, can we just agree?
And what time was that? It was a pretty long Georgia-Tennessee game.
Yeah.
It was probably, 7:30-ish when that game was
Yeah.
about to end.
Yeah.
And about that time, I was like, Malcolm Harris should have gone undefeated.
I mean, that should have been a clean sweep. Like, I saw when GT won, I was like, okay. Georgia Tech won. That, to me, was the game. Like, I stuck my neck out. I was on an island.
You were on Georgia Tech Island.
Yeah.
And you were a smart man for that.
You were.
I love to go on an island by myself sometimes. I really do. Like, sometimes it works and you look like a genius. Like I did it a couple weeks ago, Oklahoma and Michigan. I looked foolish.
Well, it worked for you. It did not work for Drew. Young Drew
Yeah.
Ooh.
and the Florida Gators.
It's been a tough road.
Yeah.
5 interceptions, fellas.
Dang, dude.
10% of the passes that DJ Lagway threw went to the opposing team. We've said it in the past 3 shows. Drew said it in the instant reaction show. He said it again on Monday. I just can't get over that. I can't get over that, because it's one thing to say he threw 5 interceptions. To say 10% of his passes went to the opposing team, I just feel like it offers a different perspective when you think about.
He was bad.
Florida defense, pretty damn good. 5 picks in that environment, and they still want to hold them to 20 points.
You lose. Well, actually, no. They let 13.
13 points. That's right. 13
'cause
points.
Pick 6.
Pick 6.
Florida defense gave up 13 points.
That's incredible.
Jaden Ball, man. He's
he's still in the top 7, I think, in rushing yards.
Dude, he's averaging like 6.5 yards a carry.
Hand the ball.
I don't understand. You know what? We'll get into it because we're gonna preview.
We're gonna talk Florida, but I had to take care of family business on Monday. I wanted to say my piece here. That game to me was very frustrating because we were right. We all believed that they were going to get beat 42-10, and they should have been beat 42-10.
Yeah,
in LSU. But I got to give the Florida defense some credit. That was a highlight for them. If you want to call any part of that game a highlight.
Yeah.
It was a letdown game. I'm still kind of unsure whether I think LSU's that great.
I think, what was it? What was the final score? 20-10?
Mm-hmm.
Florida had as many points as LSU did first downs.
Wait, say that again, bro.
Florida had as many points as LSU did first downs.
Wow.
If I'm remembering that, I'll double check, but I think I'm right. I think I'm right on that.
Damn.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
But I think I'm right on that.
So that was just my thing. I was like, man, this should have been a beatdown. Billy should have stayed there.
I mean, we all in the chat slip, which by the way,
Cranked out, bro.
full cash.
Full
Thank you.
cash, baby.
Full cash.
You're welcome. That's plus 1,200 odds.
Yeah.
Put $100 on it, you would have had $1,300 back to you in cash.
All right, what was the research?
Yeah, I was right. LSU had 10 first downs in the game. They were handed 5 extra possessions, and they had 10 first downs. Florida had 10 points.
Did you guys see Brian Kelly get like real like testy with a reporter?
I did.
Yeah.
Supposedly, and again, I don't know for sure, but supposedly that reporter is notorious for asking him like pushy questions.
Yeah, I think he's
and
kind of
consistently
a dick.
negative questions.
He's a dick from what I've
So,
heard.
yeah. So I don't know. I'm not normally on BK's side. I was on BK's side after the Garrett Nussmeier interception because that was just blatant. But also, like, I don't know. I'm kind of with him because it's like, hey, we just want a really hard fought game against. Even though I know DJ looked horrible, that's still a pretty solid team.
Yeah,
from a talent perspective. So like to come out and be like, hey, Brian, I know you just won the game, but why can't you run the ball? It's like, okay, we can talk about that tomorrow. Can we talk about that on Sunday or Monday? Like,
Yeah, because I'm sure he's got another opportunity. If you're the first guy getting the question in the presser, then you're definitely getting an opportunity Monday or Sunday or whenever they're going to have a presser. Let the man watch his film.
Yeah.
Let him be in another like coaching negative mood, whatever you want to call that.
Yeah.
And then ask that question whenever he's had time to dissect and figure it out. Like that's the time. Work your way into this, brother. This is a part of your media training. Like, work your way. I get people have their shtick.
Yeah.
And I think that's why those people are very big outliers. I think most of the media are awesome. They go to these games. I think all these beat writers kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like we've got a great one here in David Praskell. Like he's the guy that's perfect for this. He like knows how to work his way into questions. Like if he's going to ask a hard one, ask it 4 questions down the road.
Yeah. I think he could have got, because, you know, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I watch these pressers, like I put myself in like a beat writer's shoes and I'm like, if I was going to ask a question to a coach, like what would I ask? And the question I came up with was like, Brian, in a night like tonight where the offense is struggling, even though your defense is playing really well, what's the tone? What's the message to the defense when, because it's got to be tough as a defensive player to come up with 5 turnovers and then watch your offense more or less do nothing with it. Not to phrase it like that, but like if I was going to answer the question, what's the message to the defense? Like, what are you telling the guys that kind of helps them, I don't know, stay motivated when the offense seems to be sputtering a little bit? I feel like you get a much more realistic answer instead of just being like, hey, Brian, why does the offense suck? It's like, and then to also tell him like, well, you can't run the ball. It's like, you could say that. I wouldn't say that to his face. Like you can say that on a podcast, be like, hey man, LSU can't really run the ball. But like to ask Brian Kelly that like immediately after the game, like the timing just felt bad. So
yeah, it's tough. It was weird timing. Like he definitely took over. The whole thing made it weird.
It wasn't the only. Sorry, Malcolm. It wasn't the only coach rant. Did y'all see Dabo's coach rant?
Oh, dude. The memes about Dabo this weekend were awesome.
So I am so happy you brought this up because there's an article that was just kind of put out by Matt Hayes. Matt Hayes is with USA Today, and he's ironically out of Jacksonville. Supposedly, there is a call for Dabo to take his talents to the University of Florida at the end of the year. I'm going to say it right now. If Dabo went to Florida, I think that's a marriage in heaven. I would be terrified of that. But it would be a completely different program because Dabo runs a clean, tight ship.
Well, it's not just that. It's Dabo. Dabo does things they're calling it the Clemson way. It's really the Dabo way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, do Florida fans want that? Because it's like, hey, this could work out for you in the long run, but like right now, it's not working out at Clemson. So what makes you think he's going to go to Florida and change anything? So like then you're just Clemson in blue and orange. instead of purple
Yeah.
and
Well,
orange.
that program needs it. I mean, through 3 games, y'all, like from just a culture perspective,
Yeah.
Florida has had a player face internal discipline for spitting on an opponent, and an assistant suspended 3 games for fighting.
Yeah, that's right.
An assistant.
I get what you're saying as far as like the culture fit wise with Dabo, because
Yeah.
he would right the ship there. But I feel like if you're Florida and you've been in this, let's just call it sea of turmoil for a while since the because I mean, I know you had the good year with Kyle Trask and Kyle Pitts and Dan Mullen, but like outside of that, you know, and even then in that year, you had the shoe throw.
Yep.
So like
Yeah.
you were going to be probably a playoff team if you would have made the SEC title game with 1 loss, but you didn't. So
You talk
you're
about a
looking
moment.
for
moment.
Dude.
A moment in our history.
Yeah, vividly remember the shoe throw. Because
The pictures were awesome, especially that haze that was
Yeah.
going on in the stadium.
Is
It
that
was-
Marco Wilson?
Damn, dude,
Yeah.
that picture will always.
what a pull.
Man, I'm proud of you, dog.
Appreciate it,
That's a
bro.
hell of a pull.
But like I feel like Florida needs a guy that's not only just gonna be a culture fit and like a culture like right the ship with the culture, but you got to get somebody that can recruit, dude. You have to
be a
be
killer.
somebody like you have to get like a Kirby, Dan, Ryan Day, like one of these just serial recruiters. Because if you're in the state of Florida and you're having to recruit, because Mario Cristobal, criticize him as you will for his on-field decisions and on-field coaching, because he has had those mistakes. He is a serial recruiter, and as long as he's at Miami, they will recruit they'll recruit well. They'll have talent.
Yep.
And like that should be step 1 for a Florida school. Have talent, culture fit, execute. And so I mean, like I feel like you're getting one of those things with Dabo, with the culture,
Yeah.
but you're not getting the recruiting and transfer portal, because Clemson recruiting's fallen off recently. Like compared to what they were recruiting in like the late 2010s,
Mhm.
you know, when they went on that run from like 2015 to 2020 where they played for like 4 national titles and won 2 of them. They're not recruiting on the same level.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's because the landscape has changed.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't develop players the same way, or it's harder to, because they just don't stick around. But then also I think Clemson, I don't want to say they attract a special kind of player, but when a portion of your recruiting can be done through the transfer portal and you just choose not to use that, it's just a dereliction of duty. Like it's just we are going to play at a disadvantage because we want to. Because like Clemson brought in a transfer player. They brought one.
Yeah.
And he's the best player on the defense right now. So,
Yep.
Like, and again, this has been hashed over and over and over. So I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but like they don't have to do what Ole Miss is doing. I think when people talk about Clemson using the transfer portal, they think like Ole Miss, what LSU did last year. It's like, no, they don't. They need like 5 or 6 players that are going to shore up some deficiencies they have, and then they'll be fine. Like that's where you need, because like they could have used some reserve offensive linemen from the transfer portal when they played Georgia Tech, when they got 2 guys that are down. Antonio Williams went down. So it's like, you telling me if you wouldn't have had like Mario Craver for Texas A&M, who transferred from Mississippi State
and is leading
and balled out on what are 2 bona fide NFL corners for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Like you tell me you couldn't have used him to shore up in case Antonio Williams goes down or Brian Westco goes down. Like that's where Clemson is just hurting themselves. So,
little stat about Mario. He has more yards than Jeremiah Smith right now.
And I'm sure he probably has more yards after the catch than Jeremiah Smith has total yards.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what he did Saturday night was incredible.
Yeah, bro.
It was insane.
Not gonna lie to you guys, fell asleep on that one.
You missed an incredible finish.
I know.
Yeah.
But the beauty of having a child that wakes up very early is, hey, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
So YouTube TV, God, I love that because sometimes I think I accidentally record stuff, or maybe I have it like on all like big college football games or something. Because I went back and I just rewatched like the good parts, and I was like, "This was awesome."
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, it was in the chat slip, or was it in the chat slip?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Plus
in the
6.5 for
yeah.
Drew.
So I was like, I want to see what happened. Like, I was like, no way, because I checked my phone. That was one of those I woke up like in the middle of the night to pee, because we're getting to the old age where I got to pee in the middle of the night every time. But it is to a point now where I was like, I woke up and I checked the games and I was like, what happened? Because at first I just had the feeling, I was like, maybe Notre Dame's just a little too good. 41-40. And I was like, no way, dude.
Yeah.
No way did we do this.
Yeah.
And then going back, I woke up when me and Gracie were sitting there in the rocking chair watching this game, and I was like, wow, Reed, this offense, that's nasty, dude. That's nasty.
Yeah.
We have so many good players in the SEC right now.
Yeah. They've got some questions on defense, but Texas A&M
yeah.
could be they could be a legitimate threat this year. Like, I don't think that's far-fetched to say that they're an SEC title contender, at least right now.
There's really like 6 teams in my mind. I'm like,
yeah,
easy, maybe 7. There really is. It's like, it's not far-fetched to have 6 or 7 in your mind. You're like, I have no doubt they could win it.
I'm not gonna I'm with you, and I'm not gonna I know Texas hasn't looked great, but I'm not gonna rule out Texas until they get into SEC play. Like, I really want to see what they look like when they go to Florida. So
I just know Sark is going to be able to right that ship. Like, it just,
yeah, I think so.
Like, Arch he can't be this bad. Like, I know what I saw with my eyes. Like, that's why I don't buy that he's not hurt. I don't buy that. Something is off.
There is just something. If it's, I don't know. That's the thing, is like, it's maybe it's just a 19, 20-year-old kid like having just so much pressure on him, and he got caught up. But I also think he's a part of a family full of, see what you say about Eli, but guy was a killer in the moments.
Yeah.
The biggest killer.
It's like, dude, there's something in these, like, this happy-go-lucky brain of the Mannings, and I also think he's like, I'm going to fucking figure this out. I'm taking the F-bomb today.
Yeah. Well, I saw somebody posted a graphic, and they compared like his first so many starts with Eli and Peyton's, and they looked eerily similar.
Yeah.
Really?
So I was like, that doesn't necessarily, for me, that doesn't necessarily mean like, hey, this is a Manning trend, but it's like, hey, these were also young quarterbacks. So like,
of the multiplication, how many more rushing yards do you think?
How many
more does Arch have with Peyton and Eli combined?
Like, I don't know. I didn't see.
I would like to see. Do you think he has 10x what they have combined?
Like in their first in the same amount of starts?
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, because especially if you're like,
could you imagine like going back and seeing the Peyton, because besides the rollout inside the 3, when the hell is Peyton Manning?
Well, Arch is kind of a unit. Like he
is, bro. He can move.
Yeah,
man. He got
he's
some wiggle.
special.
He's got some wiggle to him.
He's athletic. So
him, funny enough, I don't think he's looked as smooth, obviously, as Mateer, but him and Mateer move very similar. Like, you're like, dude, the way these guys wiggle and the strength they both have, like in that lower body, both got some asses on them.
Yeah, they got some thickness.
Yeah,
and so those guys move. Those guys move well. So again, that's the pause. That's the pause. I love it. Got me, dude.
So hard, dude.
I'm looking at this quarterback rankings list right now from SEC Mike, and where do you guys think Arch Manning is on this list? There's 16 total quarterbacks. Where do you guys?
11th.
I'm gonna go 13th.
Okay, you are closer. He is actually at 14.
Give me his list.
Damn.
All right, his list.
I like SEC Mike.
I'm gonna give it to you right now, and topping the list is actually Taylon Green. Believe it or not,
dude. Have you guys watched Taylon Green this year?
Yes, he was another one I was going to go about. Like, yes, go ahead.
He's a stud, man. And the rest of Arkansas is not great, but Taylon Green's really fun.
I think I'm also in my mind making Taylon now what I thought. Not to the fullest extent, because I think Taylon, we all knew, is going to be a little bit better on the ground, but I think he's doing what I think Lagway should be doing. Like carrying a team to a point of being like, holy crap. But Talon also is third in rushing in the SEC as well.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
And he's fourth in passing.
No, it's a very much like I'm not going to say and go that far as like a Lamar Jackson-esque year, but like to this point, if you put a piece of tape over both his year right now and Lamar's Heisman year,
it ain't far.
It ain't far, bro. It ain't far. Like Taylor Green has really kind of figured this shit out.
He's fun, man.
Yeah.
He's really fun to watch.
Can you actually pull up the SEC? Let's go SEC rushing stats right now. I want to see. I think I'm pretty sure I saw that. Pretty sure I saw that he was top 4 in both. And it's so crazy because I'm like, golly bum, because Joey is cooking in the air right now. It's like this quarterback ranking, like we all knew there was gonna be a bunch of good guys. Maybe this is not the exact ones you thought were gonna be there. But dude, this run right now, because again, Pavi has proven he's a lot better than I expected.
Yeah, he's third in rushing.
Third in rushing. Who's 1 and 2?
Jeremiah Cobb from Auburn and Ahmad Hardy from Missouri.
That's right.
Ahmad Hardy's been a stud this
Monster,
year, dude. He has been
as good as Bo's been too. This guy's leading the rushing.
Yep. Bo Perbula is crazy good, bro.
Man.
Bo Perbula is gonna be like a future star,
dude.
To me in this league.
Listen, if Bo goes out and balls this weekend, okay, and Drew comes out, it doesn't look great. God forbid Penn State loses to Oregon next weekend and Missouri's still undefeated. There's going to be some toxic conversations on social media.
There is.
There's going to be some really toxic conversations. So
I mean, they got Missouri ranked as what, like the number 4 team right now. They just did their power rankings. I mean, it's Georgia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mizzou, Texas A&M. That's what it looks like right now.
Yeah,
the landscape.
Wild.
Real quick,
yeah.
To finish out, to round out the last week stuff, I do want to make my Gunnar a Stockton apology.
Oh yeah, you can go to the camera.
I actually thought about this on the way down. I was like, I probably need to make my apology today. But the 4th and 6th throw, not saying anything 1,000 people haven't said this week. The 4th and 6th throw this week changed my mind forever. Because I thought the offense for Georgia ran so well. I thought Joey was like, if you're going to go like comparison wise of the weekend, I thought Joey was making like longer distance throws, more of like finding his guy, where I thought Georgia ran like, boom, first read, pow, we got our guy, easy yak stuff. I thought it was so efficient. I just thought Georgia's offense was so fast. Whenever like at the hut, I was like, all right, this is just very well ran. They had a perfect game plan. They're not missing on little things, but give me a chance where he's got to make a throw. And he fucking stuck, dude. Holy moly, dude. That guy was so electric when he needed to be. And I didn't think he had it in him. I did not. I don't think I was out of character. I just didn't see much outside the moxie. In my personal opinion, those first 2 games he played. Obviously gotten better. Doesn't have to be Peyton Manning, Indianapolis Colts Super Bowl year. He doesn't have to be that. He just doesn't. But he was awesome when he needed to be. Awesome. I thought both quarterbacks were. I thought this was, again, you texted it. Did anybody have game of the year for Tennessee? And I know you guys all rehashed this, but I hadn't gotten to point out. But the Gunnar Stockton apology, I do apologize. Whatever he does from now on, what he did against my team is in the books. And I saw a very talented player. And so my apologies go out to Gunnar for thinking that you were remotely what DJ Lagway might be right now getting benched. Like there's quarterbacks out there. Like that's the thing about this year is like there was so much unknown in all these quarterbacks. And we're getting just because I thought Joey Aguilar could be one of those guys that, dude, I don't know how good he's going to be in the SEC. Like we talked about his stats against his only 2 big time D, and he kind of stunk it up. Now he's got to go into a very big time environment. Like you game day. You got all the things. You're the highlight. But dude, he kind of built for the moment. Both these quarterbacks were.
Yeah.
I thought DJ Lagway was going to rise to the top. Like I didn't think they were going to be just the greatest team in the world, but I thought
he was going to be a superstar.
I thought he was going to be a superstar.
So, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's all I got.
Okay.
No, I just apology to Gunner and to your wonderful family. You beat me, and it didn't feel great. I was really sad. That's probably one of the top 4 losses I've ever taken as a Tennessee fan. As far as like, man, I thought we were going to get over the hump. That's a different kind of hurt. And then I'm never going to blame a kicker, and especially in that moment. I didn't feel great when he walked up there. No doubt about it. Like you could see it from the sidelines. You're like, nah.
Yeah, when they
we're going OT, boys.
When they said on the broadcast he's doing like breathing exercises, I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
The moment's getting to this man. So
there's 2 times in my life where I felt so sure that these kicks were going to be missed. It was actually Alabama's kicker when he walked into Tennessee, and I was like, never trust college kickers, especially from 40 plus in a big time moment, because you could just see the shake. You could see the face. I've seen like, what is it that I think part of my take, they do a really good job of. They're like, dude, we need our kickers to feel like serial killers.
Yeah.
Where they just don't have that little thing in their brains that talks about nervousness. And there's like Aubrey this weekend. Stone Cold Killer.
God.
Hey,
what a stud.
Aubrey is crazy, bro.
Stud.
Like the
dude.
Cowboys got one.
What a week. What a game.
And can you just like not to tangent again, but like they talked about it on the broadcast. He's like, he retired from professional soccer. He's like a software engineer. His wife's watching football, and she's just like, yeah, I think you could do that. And he's like, you know what? I think I can too. And then he just does it. It's just like, that's, oh my God.
Could you guys imagine having a skill that you're like, I can just quit my job and go play a professional sport? Like, what if you were just such an amazing thrower of the baseball? I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think of like, there's nothing comparable to kicking because it's like such a specialized thing.
It's such a niche field, but it's like, it's not even just that. It's not even like go do it and make the league. It's like, you're the best kicker in the league. Maybe ever. You have set a new bar for like, distance kicking. Yeah. You've made 60-yard field goals look routine.
That is stupid. Wild to think.
It's so stupid.
Like 60 is in your range. You have to cross midfield. Say, for example, you get the ball at the 35 every single time. Dak and company only have to get 15 yards. You're already putting points on the board. That is
almost automatically.
That's a weapon, bruh.
It's unlike anything else I've ever seen.
Like, I remember the times like we're in such a cool era for like a lot of things, I think, because we got to see like the growth of human athletes in a different perspective than I think everybody
Derrick
else.
Henry's wearing pads.
Yeah. Which again, I still don't think he's caught up to his high school rushing.
He hasn't. No.
It's insane because he had a terrible week.
I'm so mad at that bozo.
I needed him this weekend for fantasy.
He's a bozo.
Mark got me again.
Done with him.
Done with him. No, I'm not done with him. He's my first round draft pick. I literally can't trade him. We're in an era because I remember walking away one time. The Titans were playing the Colts.
Yeah.
We had a standing family dinner with my grandmother's house every Sunday. And so the Titans were playing, and I was like, Dad, can we please watch this kick? And my brother was actually a Colts fan because he's a huge Peyton Manning fan. So he was like, yeah, we got to watch this kick because it's like 60 yards. It's like 61 yards, I think. And back, whatever this, 2000 something, early 2000s. That was unbelievable. Like somebody making a kick from 60 plus was just like, holy crap.
You never even really saw people attempt it.
No, you didn't.
No.
And now it's like not that crazy. And we have guys like Aubrey who make it a routine.
Yeah.
Routine 50 pluses.
He looks so nonchalant in that Giants game when he kicked the tying field goal. He just looked like, yeah, I could do this all day.
I feel that market, y'all, for field goal kickers is about to really skyrocket. And I'm going to tell you why. Is it just me, or have field goal kickers sucked this year? In the NFL?
I think you just got one.
Yeah.
Like,
I just think the Falcons have one.
I think you're, yeah.
Young Wei Koo has been like generationally bad. So we bring in this guy, and it was Romo Parker Romer or something like that.
Yeah. He was on the Vikings last year.
Went 5 for 5. Literally the reason we beat the Vikings. But no, I've just noticed like guys have missed kicks, like Jason Myers, Evan McPherson,
And like Tucker last year was kind of bad.
That's why I think like, hey, like Aubrey's gonna reset the market for like everybody else coming after him.
I think you're right. It's one of those things like it's kind of becoming cool. Like with Aubrey, it's like kind of becoming cool to be a kicker again.
Yeah, for sure.
That game on Sunday meant a lot.
I think part of that is Pat. I think Pat really.
Well, yeah, I was going to go there too.
Yeah,
I think we're getting special teams coolness because of Pat McAfee now.
Yeah, I think that's been a thing in the works for a few years. And the thing about what I worry about with Aubrey, I don't know if he'll reset the market because he's such a unicorn.
Yeah.
And you see like Younghoe Koo, for example, who was like a pretty solid field goal kicker, and then he just misses a few. Like Justin Tucker, who at one point was like, hey, this is the most automatic field goal kicker.
Yeah.
Like he's the guy. He's the best one in the league. And it's like you have like a rough stretch and you're gone. So the turnaround's just so fast for kickers where it's like, hey, if you miss 3 or 4 or 5 kicks in a row, you're out. Because we can't be affording, because we already don't want to kick field goals. We want to get touchdowns.
But
you
need them.
Now it's like, hey, we're settling for this, so you better make it.
Yeah, and if you're the Cowboys, you're like, we have to get points every drive.
Yeah. And they damn near can.
Yeah, and they can. All right. Field goal kicker tangent. Did not expect that.
Yeah, dude, it always.
I mean, that's so us.
Remember when we were like, yeah, we're totally getting out of here. Anyways, we're 30 minutes in. Yeah. All right, let's get to the core 4, boys.
Let's do it.
My computer's died, but I got the phone, thank goodness. Texas Tech, Utah. Noon. I'm loving it. I'm so ready for this game.
Yep.
I'm really looking forward to Auburn, Oklahoma, but I because I'm really a weird fan of Utah, I think this is probably my one look for the game. And Texas Tech being the mercenary team this year, like how good are they? And that defensive lines look so nasty. This is gonna be fun. I think with the quarterback regime change, I think Utah was, I said at the beginning of the year, I just think they're going to be in the Big 12 championship, and that looks like it's holding true. And I think they're going to get this dub. This is going to be a fun one. I think Texas Tech's got a lot to show. I think they're very talented, but I actually think this is the one time Utah and Whittingham just, hey, we're a better coach team.
Yeah.
And the rumors are out there like this might be his last year. I don't know.
Well, I think it was last year or the year before last. He had already, which you're not supposed to do it, but like Whittingham had already named like a coach in waiting.
Yeah.
So
it's like it's probably about time. I think he goes out with a bang. I think this is a Utah right the ship forever. Let's let it rock. Give me Utah. It's a very tight spread. I think it's only 3.
2.5.
2.5 now.
It was 3.5.
Dang,
2.5.
dude.
2.5.
That doesn't make me feel great. This is like I think Texas Tech could be awesome. I actually think they could, if they went out here and won this game by 14, I wouldn't be like crazy surprised. But then I just think Utah's a better team. I think Dev's going to just cook. Give me Utah to start their train to the college football playoff.
Good teams win. Great teams cover. It's just the motto. I know this of Texas Tech because I have won for the last 3 weeks. They have scored a nice 164 points through 3 weeks.
Those boys can get on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Those boys are going to score, albeit they have played some really bad teams. They played Kent State, they played Arkansas Pine Bluff, and they have played Oregon State, led by the Fighting Malik Murphys. Not sure if that's what I want to hang my hat on, but if it's not broke, go fix it. Give me Texas Tech. I think that it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think we're just going to see like an old-fashioned, Big 12 back in the day shootout. But give me
this is going to be like bring back the real Big 12,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I actually might be on the opposite side of that. Just because it's Utah. If this was like Texas Tech and like maybe Arizona State, I think I'd be in the shootout range.
Yeah.
But Utah feels like that team that like even when they were in the Pac-12, they were playing a different kind of defense than the rest of the league.
For sure.
I feel like that's a big part of Kyle Whittingham's identity.
Mhm.
I
Is
agree.
they want to play tough, physical defense. Now, don't get me wrong. Texas Tech, I think if this game goes their way, they want this to be a shootout because Devon Dampierre, he said it's heard it. He wants it to be
You're
Devon.
right.
Yes.
I actually heard that.
Devon
that's
Dampierre.
good.
Yes.
Devon.
Sorry, want to get his name right. He is Utah's leading rusher. Not by a lot, but he is their leading rusher. So they're heavy on quarterback run. Ultimately, I think I'm going to roll with the. I don't know a whole lot about these teams. Like you talked about, Malcolm, Texas Tech schedule. Utah's basically played the same schedule. They played two just toasters. They played UCLA.
I watched only because I hate watched. Have I gotten a decent amount of quarters in on Utah?
Yeah, I've only watched them play UCLA. That's the only game I've caught, and it's because I had them -5.5, and I thought
could have been a better bet.
Yeah, that was the easiest money I've ever made gambling ever. I will say Utah ranks second in converting third downs, 71.1% of the time. Again, they've played two toasters in UCLA, so it tells me that their style of offense with this run game, they want to stay on schedule, and they do stay on schedule. Texas Tech feels like they're a bit more like they've been in more third and long situations because they're only converting like 57% of the time. Because I tried to look at stat profiles for this game, and then I realized who they played, and I thought, well, what's something that I feel like I can kind of lean on and kind of get a feel for. And third down was something I felt like I could get a good idea of who these teams are. Maybe again, because watching what we've watched from these two teams, I don't know much about them because their schedules have been so lax.
Yes.
So I think this game, if it goes like low scoring, stay on schedule, ball possession, Utah wins. And if it gets like shootout-ish, like big plays, explosive plays, it's Texas Tech. And if I'm leaning on one of those things that I think is more likely to happen, I think the ball possession, running Devon Dampierre, and Kyle Whittingham getting back to playing like a nasty version of defense is something I like a little bit more. Plus, yes, the Texas Tech defensive line has played very well. This is probably far and away the best offensive line they're going to play all year. They've got two guys that I think are high round draft picks. Was it Spencer Fano, I believe, is like a first round draft pick on Utah's offensive line. So I think Utah will be able to kind of control the pace of this game a little bit more. So I'm going with the Utes at home. I like Kyle Whittingham, but I honestly think we could see these two teams play again because the rest of their schedules, I think this is the only ranked team Texas Tech has on their schedule right now.
No, for sure.
And I think Utah may have one other besides Texas Tech. But potentially we could see both these teams be the only two ranked Big 12 teams consistently throughout the year.
Could be.
But I'm rolling with Utah. It's not a very confident pick. I'm kind of, 51-49 on this game. You could easily convince me to sway to Texas Tech, but I'm rolling with Utah because they're at home. Kyle Whittingham has been really good with Utah at home. So give me the Utes.
Give me redshirt freshman Hunter Andrews. I was like, what's the boy's basic white name? He is basically Utah's Tyler Warren. He had 6 rushes for 60-something yards last week.
Oh, so he's there.
And he caught 5 for 44. So, I just love to see it, especially like a white dude in a red uniform out in Utah. I'm like, this guy's balling, dude. Like those are our guys. Like we need those guys out there. And that's good. He's going to have, like, if he were a fantasy guy, you're like, yep, that's my dude.
And low key, dude, this could be like a really good uniform game. Like if Utah wears all red, Texas Tech wears like all black. I think Texas Tech will probably wear the white jerseys. But this could be a really nice.
Do y'all like the white
matchup
with the double outline? It's like the black and the red.
Sure.
I love those unis.
This could be a real good.
Those Michael
game.
Crabtree days.
Okay, we're weird because I was literally about to mention
it.
Michael Crabtree. Like I picked the number 5. Like 5 is like my favorite number because of Michael Crabtree and Reggie Bush.
Quick question: Do you guys have the Michael Crabtree touchdown catch against Texas as like one of your higher rated where I was moments?
It's one of the like iconic calls that sticks out in my mind. Like I can visualize that and see it perfectly in my head.
Yeah,
like it's like that and Vince Young's touchdown they're up there for like college football moments that I vividly remember as I was like getting into the sport and becoming like they are what I would consider pivotal moments that were like, oh hey, I'm gonna build a personality around this sport.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like,
I would say the Crabtree one was the first time. Like that was the first year that I was like loving all of college football. I think, like when you grow up around here, you're like, I'm gonna always like the SEC and I'm gonna love it. And Tennessee football was just like so far in the hair. I just didn't care anything about any other teams. It's like I just hate Florida, hate Georgia,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna love Tennessee. And then you start to grow up and you're like, this Texas Tech team is really fun at 8:30 at night where I can stay up now.
Yeah.
And then holy crap, this Crabtree guy's awesome.
Number
He
one
was
ranked Texas is coming to
unguardable,
town.
bro.
Yeah. And then you're like, whoa, was it Colt McCoy?
It was Colt McCoy.
It was Colt
Colt
McCoy.
McCoy,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, that
Colt
was
McCoy, Texas.
that was such a fun Texas team. I was like, dude, this is gonna. I could not wait. That was one of the first games I remember of like, I cannot wait for a non-SEC game more than this game.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, I'm obsessed with this sport.
Yeah. That was like one of the like that and the 05 Rose Bowl were like one of the first out of the footprint games for me, where it was like, hey, you're not just like growing up in Georgia, it's like you're getting out of the Southeast. This is like, hey, there are other places that play really good football, which I mean, the SEC wasn't viewed the same way at that point in time during the sport. Like Texas and USC was really like, they were what
it was the Mecca.
Yeah, they were what we think of, and people a little bit younger than us think of as Alabama. Like USC was they were going for their third championship in a row. Like
the way I thought about them is how I think about like Ohio State right now.
Yeah.
Like, they're not here in the South, but they're probably better than any of us right now.
Yeah.
Like that was especially those USC runs when Reggie was there.
Yeah.
It was the most watched television that I could possibly fathom.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I can't wait to watch the Michael Jordan of football. That's what everybody was calling Reggie at the time.
Yeah. Yeah. And those leading into like the late 90s and the early 2000s, it was like the really good 0-1 Miami team, those really good Ohio State teams.
0-1 Miami.
Yeah. Gosh. That was a different era and an incredible era in college football. So
incredible.
Another
God, we're so good at this.
Yeah.
All right. Auburn, Oklahoma. Miggy, you go first.
Yeah, so I was looking at this game, and first off, there's a little injury report that I want to go through real fast.
Please do.
So for Auburn, Darrell Robinson is out. For Oklahoma, you got Troy Everett, Jacob Sexton, and Jake Taylor. A lot of offensive linemen out. There was a defensive lineman out in the first half, Mason Thomas, and some folks doubtful as well. Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. Oklahoma, to me, is going to take this game, but this is going to tell me everything I know about Hugh Freeze this moment right now. Like, there's nothing else I need to see. There's no other. This is the game. Just if Hugh Freeze is serious about keeping his job and making Auburn a program, it's year 3. Win the football game. Simple. Like, we really don't have much more. At least for me, it's like, all right, Auburn, it's year 3. Like, if it's year 1, cool. Year 2, you get a strike. Year 3, you're supposed to see that next leap. Like, to put in perspective, Heupel is in year 5.
Yeah.
Like, that's like Clark Lee is what in year.
I think year 5, year 4, year 5, one of the two.
I think he was hired the same year as Heupel.
So
I think,
but you see, these programs are kind of on the up and up, though. I don't see that with Auburn.
It doesn't feel any better.
So that's why I'm like, to give me Oklahoma and the hottest quarterback in college football, John Mateer, who people have been saying is, and I'm not going to say all this, but
you're thinking a little bit
Johnny-esque. He's given that type of sex appeal to the game. That makes sense.
This is going to be a big one for him again. The Michigan game was like, hey, this John. If I think everybody that really likes college football knew who John Mateer was.
Yeah,
but I think now, like, that Michigan game was one of those games that random wives will watch. Random buddies will come in. They're over at the house. They're like,
"You seen this John Mateer fellow?
Who's this dude that's running all over the place, throwing these unbelievable passes?" Like that's kind of one of those games. Like, you got a buddy just stops by for a few minutes and he's like, "I'm gonna stay for a little while."
Yeah.
What you got?
All right. I keep it short and sweet. This feels like a mirror match to me, kind of, with the way that like these offenses want to implement and use quarterback run. If I'm Oklahoma, you got to know where Keldrick Falk is all the time.
All the time.
All the time, because he will absolutely feast. But ultimately, man, I decided to go with Oklahoma in this game for one big reason. Well, I guess two reasons. Number one, it's at home, and number two, you just had Jackson Arnold in your building.
Yeah.
And if you're Brent Venables, you had to go against him in practice. You know his strengths, you know his weaknesses, you know what he's comfortable with, what he's not comfortable with. And while Hugh Freeze may know those things, Brent Venables also knows how to hide those things pre-snap and then roll into those things post-snap and change the picture on Jackson Arnold. I don't think you'll be able to just run him the way that Auburn has run him, because it could lead to him getting hurt.
Yes.
And I don't think you want to do that as far as like longevity of Jackson Arnold, because I don't know how confident you feel in Deuce Knight. I wouldn't feel confident in having to roll out Deuce Knight in Oklahoma on a road game like randomly.
I think you saw that last year.
Yeah,
you're good.
Yeah, I don't know how you feel about wanting to do that. But yeah, give me Oklahoma, give me Brent Venables again to just kind of make life hell for Jackson Arnold all day.
Yeah.
I think this game could be lower scoring, but I think Oklahoma finds a way to win.
I'll finish out the trio here. I think the same thing. I think that this is a weekend for Jackson. I just don't feel like he's a good enough thrower of the football.
He's not, bro,
to win this game. And I think this Oklahoma defense is pretty damn good. I think it's pretty good. I think that was a really tough situation. I don't want to harp on the guy. I don't want to be that person, but I mean, he had a really tough game. I think that I just don't know if Jackson's going to find receivers that well, because I'm with you. I think Venables is going to dial up some stuff, and he knows his guy. I do think there's probably going to be times where Jackson's going to have some FU in him, and he's going to be like, I really want this game. These guys kind of screwed me. That was a terrible spot for him last year.
Yeah, for sure.
Golly,
he got blamed for a lot.
He got blamed for way too much. Bad coordinator, offensive linemen were hurt, wide receivers were down to this freaking camera. Like, dude, who the heck was he throwing to? Nobody. Like, literally, students from the freaking student section were going out there dressing. Like, it was so bad, dude. So bad. I think this defense dials it up, though. I think Jackson's going to have some good moments. I hope he does. I kind of want that for him.
Yeah.
But if it comes down to it, I think they're going to take away two things from both these quarterbacks. And I don't think Mateer is going to be able to run like he did last week. And I don't think Jackson Arnold's going to be tearing it up like he did against Baylor. But if there's one thing that Baylor did well, was they threw the football pretty well.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Against this defense. And if we're going into who can throw better, I'm taking John Mateer.
Oh, every day.
Yeah.
Twice on Sundays.
I think the receivers are pretty close. I mean, I think you just got some special guys, on Auburn's roster as well.
What's up with Cam Coleman, man?
He's incredible, dude. But I mean, I don't
just
think
not the offense.
Yeah, I just don't think Cam has had the right quarterback at Auburn yet.
Does he need to leave?
No, I don't think he needs to leave. Because I still think Cam could get his this week.
Yeah.
Like if you're wanting me to pick between the receivers, like, don't get me wrong, I like Deion Burks, but
It's
I'm
not the
taking
same.
Cam Coleman.
Like, is Cam in the class of Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith?
I think he could be. Statistically, no. But I think he could be from a talent perspective. And I hate to say this, but like if he was playing at Oregon right now,
yeah,
Cam Coleman would probably be in that conversation.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like they'd get him the ball more. And between Peyton Thorne last year and the turnovers and the style of offense that Hugh Freeze likes to run, I just don't know if they're giving Cam Coleman like the maximum amount of opportunities that they could.
For sure.
He'll probably still get some wins this weekend. But again, what also kind of leaned me more towards Oklahoma is I just think Mateer and Burks are going to get more than Arnold and Coleman.
And I think Ott's healthier. Yeah. I don't know the full extent.
Yeah.
I think it's time for him to like hey, we got it. We're in the real SEC play now. I wish we could have him for Michigan full strength, but that just wasn't the case.
Yeah.
Let's let this dude ball out now.
Yeah.
I think you've got a weapon that's the real deal back there now. And that's going to change the play action game for somebody like Mateer. Holy smokes, dude. If you open that up, Special, dog. Special. All right, let's burn through these. Michigan, Nebraska. Some claim is the Bussin' Bowl. I don't love this game.
It's the bullshit.
Not
bro.
gonna
That's
lie.
what it
Yeah.
is.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how stoked I am for this. Like, I like the names. I like the fun around it.
Yeah.
Joseph, I'll let you pick first on this
Oh
one.
God, why?
Because
I'm so happy.
Why,
I could
dude?
tell you didn't want it the most.
I appreciate it, dude.
Let's
I'm
do
gonna
it.
be honest with you. I flipped my pick on this game when we started the show tonight. I may or may not have an active financial wager on a team in maize and blue.
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It was kind of a knee jerk reaction. I was scrolling the FanDuels and I saw the Bussin' Bowl boost and I was like, you know what, man? I don't believe in Matt Rule. Nebraska sucks. Give me Michigan. Give me Bryce Underwood. And then I thought about it more and I was like, oh God, it's okay. It's a young quarterback on the road
Who doesn't have any receivers?
who is struggling to find weapons outside of Justice Haynes. And it just feels like if Nebraska doesn't get this one, it feels like they'll fall off a cliff. They probably won't as a program. Matt Rule won't let them do that as a team, but it just feels like one of those games where if Nebraska doesn't win this game, it's just like they'll never get over it. And this team that could be 10-2, or I'm not going to say 11-1 because I won't. I'll have to see it.
I
I'm
can't-
like
that's
James
just-
Franklin.
yeah.
I gotta see it before it happens. So maybe 10-2 or 9-3 will end up being like 8-4 because they got beat by Michigan and they let them beat it. They let it beat them a couple of weeks in a row. So while I may have a financial wager on Michigan, I'm going to pick Nebraska. I hate it.
Wow.
I hate it.
It doesn't feel good.
I was ready to come in and pick Michigan and just be like, you know what, Nebraska, prove it to me. And I still kind of feel that way. I still kind of feel like I don't want to pick Nebraska until they make it happen. But I'm going to, man. I'm going to roll with Dylan Raiola. I'm hoping I get more out of because I'm hoping I get more out of Dane Key than I did in the Cincinnati game. God, I feel horrible about it. I hate it. I hate this pick. I hate this pick, man. I do. But give me the Huskers. Give me Matt Rule. Give me
I know.
GBR
Yeah.
to just to squeak this one out somehow, some way. So
Even you picking them makes me feel worse about picking them.
I know. Dude,
I don't know why.
I'm going to be honest with you. Part of me was like, maybe I should just convince the boys. Let's all go in. Let's just pick Michigan and just let it ride and see what happens. And then I was like, no, this needs to be like, let's do our own picks, no coordinated nothing, and just,
So
Yeah.
I'm picking Nebraska very reluctantly. That's the thing is like, there's a way with this Nebraska team that I'm like, how the heck is Michigan going to score? But sometimes I kind of think of that about Nebraska.
Yeah. Because this is still a solid Michigan defense.
And if you are on the Nebraska, if you are the GBRist of people right now, you're like, well, we scored. I don't care how much you scored the last 2 weeks. You played Akron and so-and-so state.
Cincinnati.
And watching.
No, they played somebody else.
Houston Christian.
Yeah.
Houston Christian. No offense to the people at Houston Christian. You're not very good at football. Okay? We know that. Denke had 100 yards last week. Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's awesome, man. But guess what? You only put up 17 against Cincinnati. I think they're going to win the same way against it. I think this is going to be one of those games. It's going to be a little hype. We got some continuity. We got FanDuel behind. We got all the people going to this game. Like the Bussin' Bowl matters for these people. Like they're big personalities for a reason. But it's going to be way overhyped, and it's going to be such a crappy game, I think.
It's going to be a letdown.
And I think we're probably going to get something similar. 21-17, 20-17, maybe 17-13. It just feels like the perfect day for a kind of a crappy Big Ten football day when it comes to that aspect. When it comes to watching viewership of a football game, this won't be wonderful unless you love those two teams. Malcolm Harris, please make your selection of. I don't know.
I saw, and I just want to let y'all know. I mean, first off, Nebraska should win this game.
Should, I guess.
Akron, Cincinnati, Houston Christian, Dylan Raiola, 5-star guy. I mean, only thing is, I'm gonna just get y'all and let y'all know right now. I love to be on an island, so I'm going with Michigan. 2 reasons. Number 1, Michigan has not lost to Nebraska since 2013.
God.
That's a fact. Second, Nebraska's run defense is atrocious. I can't even say the word atrocious.
And that's
They're
the way
not
they can
good.
get them.
That is the way they're going to do it. They are going to dice and slice them up. What people don't realize last week is Bryce had what, a 60-yard run for a touchdown?
Yeah.
He's finding his sea legs right now. Like, he is able to get out of the pocket. He's able to make throws, but also you still got that run and thump behind him as well. So I think you allow Justin Haynes to, kind of exploit that front, Bryce to do his thing. I do see like a 24-20 victory for the Michigan Wolverines, and I'm putting the money behind it. Give me Michigan.
I like
Dude,
it.
Watching
I
the
actually
way,
like that, but I don't.
watching the way that the Godfather, Deontay Corleone, was able to just disrupt this Nebraska's offensive line makes me feel horrible about picking them.
Like, bro, it
Like,
just looks weird, bro.
Like, I know it was the first game, and it's like you're in this standalone spot, and all the pressure, and you're playing an Arrowhead, and all these things. Like, but I
kind of want to flip.
Like, I do too. I do too. Listen. I have a financial wager on Michigan. I do. Like, I have money on Michigan right now.
We flip our picks,
and I'm doing it. You know what? I'm doing it. Will, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I'm riding with Michigan. I can't do it.
Do you want to be on an island? Do you? Okay.
Like, Malcolm, I mean, like, I don't mean to steal your thunder here, brother. I don't want to like. But I literally have I fought myself the whole time I was talking about wanting to pick Nebraska. The whole time.
And then you were kind of like making
the
points in my head that I was talking about it myself.
I feel like they'll find a way to screw it up because they have so many times. And that was the same script that they were following in the Cincinnati game. They were it's like, here we go, same old Nebraska. They're going to find a way to lose, and they didn't. But that was once. It happened once. Can it happen again? You've got
it's going to happen
home.
again. I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it.
You're sticking with Nebraska.
I'm sticking with it. I think it's at home. Miggy, I think just hearing Miggy say it makes me know it's right. I think they're just going to run all over him. I actually think there's a possibility where Nebraska just gets ran all over.
Yeah.
And then the defense is good enough from Michigan, obviously, with so much talent that they can stop them. It's like, so we just literally, it's just like a crappy MMA fight where like the guy just ground and pounds you. And it's like, he's not standing up. He's not throwing judo kicks. They're just like, we found an identity. We're Michigan. We're going to run the football. We have this ginormous man at quarterback that's also going to run the football, and we're going to just put him in special situations. He's going to kill you for first downs.
Move the pocket, make 1 or 2 decent throws. We've schemed up a couple plays. We're not going to try to, out throw anybody here anymore. We're not going to do that crap. We found an identity for this year, and it's going to be run the freaking football down your throats. But even still, I'm staying with Nebraska because I had a feeling about it. I'm going to go with it. I'm just going to go with my gut, and I hate my gut because I probably have stomach issues, so I don't care. Last thing on this game.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sharon Moore is serving his last days of his suspension, right? Been away from the team. Can't even go to practice. Can't even be around. I mean, he's literally just
can't even
out.
Dude, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But not even from like the standpoint of like, oh my gosh, they're going to be missing Sharon Moore. It's like they're going to find a way to spin the same way they did with the Harbaugh suspension. They're going to find a way to spin this into like everybody, Michigan versus everybody.
Yeah, they're inspired.
Yeah.
They're inspired.
Like, for our coach, for Sharon.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man, like I'm officially switching to Michigan, by the way.
Okay.
Like, I'm committing to it. I'm switching to Michigan because I thought about it after I made that pick. I was like, how am I going to feel if I watch this game? This game comes on, Nebraska gets the ball first, comes out. They drive maybe like 10, 15 yards, end up punting, and then Michigan just death marches the ball down the field for 7. I'm talking like they run 1 bubble screen, maybe 2, but like 9 run plays, and they end up with a touchdown. I'm going to be like, yep, I'm riding with Michigan because I want to see Nebraska do it. So, and if they prove me wrong, they prove me wrong. But I got to see it.
Got to see it to believe it, brother.
Gotta see it to believe it. Last one.
Yeah.
Florida, Miami.
You haven't gone first.
I'll go first. I see no way Florida wins this game. The spread makes me feel weary.
What is it?
7.5. It's moved down. It feels weird. Florida's very talented. I think they have to at least show something. I just think it's the wrong team to try to show something to. I think that defensive line, that was one of those cool questions. Like in my mind, I was like, man, at the beginning of the season, I said it against Notre Dame. I was like, man, there is a possibility that this defensive front for Miami could be so nasty. Their trenches, they really built them up over transfer portal, and it's proven to me way better than I even thought. Now, I think they're about to tear them up. If DJ had a bad week, if he's seeing ghosts now, he's about to see real giant ghosts that move real fast coming at him. I think Carson Beck has found his flow. Sometimes I think two people can find the perfect fits when they leave each other. And I think that he's done that in Miami, and I think Gunner's the right guy for Georgia, and everybody's happy. Great relationships. You know, what you thought was going to be the perfect one doesn't wind up being perfect. He is in an awesome spot. I think the wide receiver they have down in Miami has turned into an absolute stud. I think he's LSU's transfer. Is that correct?
CJ Daniels?
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Malachi Tony.
Malachi Tony's also,
Malachi Tony's a freshman.
Wow. Okay. So those guys are absolute studs. I just think this offense is going to be rolling well. That defense is going to give Lagway all kinds of trouble, man. That defense is so nasty. I think Florida's defense, again, proved to me a lot in the LSU game, but I think this is going to be one of those. It might be, 24-17, then maybe that's how they cover. That's how Vegas gets everybody, but I still think Miami comes out on top on this, boys. I do not see a road where Florida wins this game.
I know DJ has been terrible, but I want to put this in perspective. DJ has still completed 71% of his passes. Y'all know that, right?
I did not know that.
He is 71 for 100 with 5 touchdowns and 6 interceptions.
Just a lot of people getting the ball.
Yeah.
He's been sacked 5 times.
Yeah. DJ has not just been
How many times was he sacked against LSU? Do we know? Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
I can find out.
Yeah, look that up first real quick. Or I guess I should have.
No, you're fine.
You're doing
I literally got it up right here. He was, let's go to team stats.
I think it was 3. I think LSU had 3.
Okay, that feels right. I feel like I heard that, but it's one of those things. I'm like, I know I just heard that on a broadcast. I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think.
But it's a lot,
3.
and it's like, you had a point, Malcolm. I just totally ruined it.
No, you're fine. Because now I'm curious myself. It was 3.
It was
3. 5 TFLs. Yeah.
Same amount of interceptions.
Yeah. So, DJ has not just been bad. Last week was horrible. I just think that when I think of Florida and Notre Dame, I think Notre Dame is a better football team. And that's where my head goes. So that's why I'm going to take Miami. But I think Florida is going to fight with everything they got. Because I saw what they did last week at LSU. That defense kept them in. And Carson, still Carson. I love him.
Still Carson.
But Carson he's due for a Carson moment, and I think it's going to happen this week. So give me Miami, but not by much. I think Florida is going to cover.
You think that cover? The cover's what scares me.
Yeah,
I don't really worry about Miami losing. But
No.
I could definitely see this being like Billy just dies on a hill, but still Billy's this thing.
He's going to Billy this thing, but he's going to fight. Yeah, they're covering. This is a red flag if you are a Vegas guy at all, because you're just like, this line should be 12.5, 13.5.
Yeah.
And it's 7.5. No way. I wouldn't touch it with a 10 football. No way.
Oh, Joseph, you've got a grin on your face.
Brother. I listen, whoever scheduled for DJ Lagway to have to play Harold Perkins and Reuben Bain within a 7-day stretch is just really not a Florida Gator fan. That's tough
At night?
to have to do. Yeah.
Not at their places.
On the road.
Yeah.
Both times. Back to back. I'm glad you guys brought up specifically Notre Dame, because when you said you think Notre Dame's a better team,
Yeah.
I think Florida's a more talented team. Notre Dame has a better staff. Specifically,
Yes.
Marcus Freeman.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. Because Marcus Freeman wouldn't do, at least I feel like he wouldn't do, what Billy's done to DJ Lagway this year. And I don't want to call it egregious,
Yeah.
but I kind of feel like it kind of got that way after he was clearly not seeing it last week, and he kept marching him out there to throw the ball down the field. Because can I read you guys something? Y'all know who Jaden Baugh is, right?
Yes,
I
we
sure
do.
do.
He's not a fugazi. He's not a figment of your imagination. He's a real person. He's a real dude. He's a running back for Florida, starting running back. You know how many yards per carry Jaden Ball's averaging?
How many?
6.6.
That's just
You want to do a little
stupid.
quick math there? You know how many downs it would take them to get a first down if they, gave the ball to Jaden Ball?
Yeah. 1.5.
Yeah,
Ish.
roughly. They're still throwing the ball over 50% of their plays.
It's so dumb.
And it's also, I read something today from Chris Hummer on CBS that DJ's had an interesting offseason because he had surgery for an injury in January. And then he's missed some time in spring. He's missed time in fall. He had had lower body surgery to correct an injury.
Yep.
And the emphasis on him not being able to use his lower body fully kind of changed the way he was throwing with his upper body. And that re-aggravated the shoulder injury that he sustained playing baseball. So DJ's not playing fully healthy. And he didn't get all of his reps. So he's doing in live reps what a lot of quarterbacks, players got to do in spring and fall camp and early games against Long Island. And I'll tell you, the egregious part for me is that as a coaching staff, you know that. You see him every day. You understand what he's doing. And you've got Jaden Baugh averaging 6.6 yards a carry. And you think to yourself, let's still have DJ throw it 50 times.
Yep.
Let's still just march DJ out here in a hostile environment, Death Valley at night, and make him throw the ball 50 times in a game where our largest deficit, I think, was 10 points.
That's the main thing. Is like
2
everybody's like,
possessions.
five picks. They're down 30. Of course you got to throw it. No, you were never in that spot.
They did not at any point. Like I don't know what. I feel like everybody can see it. Give Jaden Ball the football. And I have a feeling that we're going to do the same thing this Saturday, and it's going to play out the exact same damn way.
Yep.
Jaden Ball is going to be, he's probably going to have a tougher time running against this Miami defensive line than he would have LSU.
100%.
So this feels like the game where they're either going to march DJ out there and expect him to do the same thing and get a different result and fail massively, or they'll finally be like, maybe we should just give it to Jaden.
No.
And he's not going to have the same success he could have had earlier on in the season.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like coaching malpractice. And that comes from somebody who's sitting in a lawn chair, talking into a mic, has never coached football a day in my life, wouldn't know the first thing about putting together an offensive game plan. But I feel like I could start with like, guys, let's give Jaden Ball the football.
You handball off.
This works pretty well. And
Yeah.
DJ doesn't throw interceptions. I don't mean to get on a soapbox, and I don't mean to get on a rant, and I don't mean to just, but it just feels like Billy's coaching himself out of a job.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. Because he's the play caller.
Yeah.
So like I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, hey man, maybe your OC is just not the right guy. You're calling the plays.
You're doing it now.
It's on you. And it's not the defense's fault. What defense is going to win you a game when you hand the offense 5 other possessions?
I just think he is really trying to believe in DJ. Like DJ was like, it's like the super hot model girlfriend
See, there's a
You know?
difference though. There's a difference in belief because I think he did that last year with DJ and it worked out well.
Yeah.
But there's a difference in believing in your players and knowing that they have physical limitations right now because they just haven't had the reps because they've been coming off injuries and still choosing to take that avenue in your game plan.
Yeah, that's coaching malpractice, bro.
It just feels like that to me.
Yeah.
And so when I see that, I'm like, I don't expect you to just all of a sudden be like, let's do something different because you didn't do it in the LSU game.
Yep.
And he threw 5 picks. And I feel like Miami's just going to be able to – Miami's going to run the ball.
Yep.
With Mark Fletcher. They're going to hand it to him. Carson's hasn't lost to Florida as a starting quarterback. He's seen this defense. He's been there. He's been in this moment. I think Miami wins this game going away, dude. I'm going to be honest with you. I think they cover the 7.5 because to me, like, what's outside of in-state rivalry and their coach, what's Florida playing for? And I know it's the expanded playoff field, and yeah, you can still get in with 2 losses, but like, I just
you are, especially if you are in Florida, you have to be looking at it as if we don't win this game, the gauntlet that we have to go through.
Yeah.
We are not even in SEC. Like they just started SEC plays last week. We're not even in SEC play this week.
No, you got a bye week next week, and then Texas comes to town.
Yeah, and now
Jesus.
you're fighting for, at best, if you lose this game, you are the 3rd best, 4th best team in the state of Florida. And that's crazy talk, man. That's crazy talk. And what I worry about so much with Billy is, look, I mean, G's talks about it. You know, he's spoken to the man weekly for a whole year, and he understood, and he's like, he's a good dude. And that sometimes sucks, man.
Yeah.
And look, it's a different monster.
And I'm not coming in here trying to say that Billy's not. I'm sure he's a great guy.
But that actually might be a weird detriment in this whole situation.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, you have, knowing what you know about DJ and how he's looked and how he hasn't, I guess, not fully come back from these injuries, but he hasn't had enough reps. Like, just like you can see that. You saw that last weekend. Mm-hmm. On the television, you're like, he's not seeing it. Whatever it is, he's not seeing it. And then to make him throw 50 passes just
makes no sense.
It's just asinine to me. Like, I don't get it. So I'm not to beat a dead horse, but I'm rolling with Miami. I like Miami to win. I think Miami's going to cover. I just don't. I don't know until I see something different.
Yeah,
from Billy.
Show me something.
Yeah,
show me something.
Until I see that they're like, oh, hey, yeah, we do have this running back that's averaging 6.5 yards a carry. Let's give him the ball.
Yep.
And knowing my luck, I say that, and then they'll use Jaden Ball like that this weekend, and it won't work because of Miami's defensive line.
Everybody's going to sell out. They're like, well, I know he's going to try this.
Yeah,
we know he's going to try this because everybody's giving him crap, and he's like, it becomes like a whole thing of coaches can tell you it's like, oh, we got to try this, but it's like it's not just the media people. It's not just us talking heads or whatever telling him. I'm sure he's got people in house like, dude, we got to run Jaden. Well, guess what?
I hope I hope and pray somebody on that staff sees it and is like, and maybe they can't say anything because the Billy's the play caller, and maybe it's, I don't know who it is, some analyst, and they're just like, man, why are we not giving Jaden the ball?
It just doesn't make sense. I don't know.
I mean, I think that would have got you out of the USF game. I'm not saying it would have beat LSU last weekend, but
I think it would have beat USF. I think it would have beat
You would have beat
USF.
South Florida.
Easily.
Yeah, because he had like 50 yards on the first drive. Jaden Ball did.
Yeah.
6 carries for like 50 yards on the first drive, and then I think he got 12 carries the rest of the game.
I just look at I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I need to stop.
No.
I'm ranting, dude. At this point,
Miami played USF last week, right?
Yeah.
Housed them by like what?
41 to 17. Something like that.
I mean, you look at common opponents, it ain't looking good, bro.
It ain't looking real good at all. That's Miami's, again, didn't know. Probably had a little bit better of a picture. Like when you think about the best times of Carson, you're like, well, if you get that, all the weird stuff and the crap we never knew even 15 years ago. Now you know about everybody's life, and you're like, but I'm like, you know what? They got proven wrong.
Yeah.
There's so many guys that proved me wrong this year. There's in the right ways and the wrong ways, and then we're looking at both sides of the coin in this one with Lagway and how he has fallen off a wagon. Coaching malpractice may be in applause here for Billy, but daggum, man, Carson's turned it around. Cristobal's doing really well. If you're a Miami fan, you hope he doesn't Cristobal the situation here.
He's due for one a year.
Yeah.
He is due for one a year.
This is a spot that seems right for him.
Buddy.
But what if he's learned from his mistakes also? What if he and Carson just the perfect marriage? You're like, you know what? We're two kind of weird, crazy individuals, and we're going to fix each other. And they did it.
Yeah, I don't know. As far as Cristobaling a game away, I feel like it'd be like Stanford.
That's true.
Like
yeah,
this Florida game, it'd be like,
they go through a little gauntlet here,
Yeah.
and they're like, we house two people, and then we get to next week.
you do have at Florida State after this game. I think they have a bye week in between those games.
That's another one. We don't know what the heck they are either.
But
Florida State?
Yeah, we don't know how good Alabama is. We don't know how good.
There's a lot of unknowns.
There's a lot of knowns going to get fixed out this week, though.
Yeah.
Figured out, not fixed. I don't know why I said that.
We know about Tennessee.
We do. UAB, go get one.
Yeah.
Super quick.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the best wide receiver and why in the NFL this week? What's the battle?
Yeah, so essentially Vikings, Bengals, as you guys know, Joe Burrow, he has a severe turf toe injury.
Yeah.
Like turf toe sounds like it's sweet. Like that is like a gruesome injury.
Terrible. And
then JJ McCarthy, the Atlanta Falcons put him out of business for about 2 to 4 weeks with a high ankle sprain.
Mm-hmm.
So between the two, you're going to be playing backup quarterbacks, Carson Wentz for the Vikings and Jake Browning for the Bengals. My question to you fellas, to me, top 2 receivers in football are LSU boys, Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
On the same team at the same time.
Nobody knew. They are facing off against each other this weekend, and both have backup quarterbacks. Is it fair to say whoever has the better stat line with the backup is truly wide receiver 1 in the NFL? Is that fair?
I think so. I think this week is the perfect example because I think Browning could be pretty nice, but there's a reason all these guys are backup quarterbacks.
He threw 3 picks last week, bro.
Yep. Yeah. There's ways that he can be nice and there's ways he can be real bad.
For sure.
Carson Wentz, same way, dude. There is a level to Carson Wentz that is just potential MVP of the league before he got hurt. And then there's a reason he's the first man in NFL history to start for 6 teams in 6 years. Start a game.
I don't know if it's fair, but it's fun.
It's not fair.
But
I would not put either one of these guys in a touchdown parlay this week. I'll say no.
Oh no, they're staying away from us.
It's gonna be a running game.
JJ's gonna get in the end zone. Jettis is gonna get in the end zone.
It's amazing how he gets in there.
It's gonna happen. Is KOC gonna Nick Foles, Carson Wentz?
I kind of want to see it.
He's a revive. I'll tell you, I've seen some stuff with KOC, man. Josh Dobbs didn't know the playbook. Came in and walked the Falcons down. Did not know the playbook. Like he was just saying, all right, throwing out, throw, go, slant, dig.
Learn fast.
Yeah.
And he kind of did. And then it just got worse as he learned more.
For sure.
I really want this for Carson Wentz. I think I heard it from one of the Pardon My Take guys. They have Carson Wentz as comeback player of the year.
Oh God.
What if that happened?
What is that line? What could that
be? It was something astronomical, like plus 20,000.
That's got to be like plus 20, 30.
It was unbelievable. So, yeah.
It's looking like Daniel Jones right now.
Dog. The NFL is a lot of fun too. A lot of football teams are surprising me.
Yeah.
But I have to go pick up things for my family.
Let's go do that.
I apologize for cutting your podcast short. If you're enjoying it, like and subscribe in all the places.
Happy birthday, Mom. I love you.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's the best.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Carol. Happy birthday to my father-in-law. So we had to bail on dinner because of Gracie's fever.
Nice 3 claps one time.
3 claps one time for the fam. Not our best, but not our worst.
Not our worst. It's the headphones.
Fellas, I hope you guys have a great college football weekend.
Yes, sir.
I hope everybody out there follows the chat slip because we've been winning you guys money.
Get you some money.
Don't be a hooligan and only bet the parlay. Bet the straights.
Thank you.
What are we right now?
We are 9 for 12. That is a whopping 75%? Or did I make that up?
No, yeah, we're 9-3 against the spread as a unit, and we are 1 for 3 in parlay.
Because we are a unit. Let's go, baby.
You heard him.
You heard him.
Sorry.
We love you guys. We out.